How's it going, everybody? Just want to do a video on another AR lower I picked up. I ended up getting another Palmetto State Armory pistol caliber carbine lower. It's takes Glock 21 mags and stuff. The 45 auto, so this is a 45 lower, and it does have the ejector and the mag catch on it installed. Of course, they do have their trigger guard that's already part of the receiver, which I don't like. I like to put my own on there because, you know, if I want to do like a OD green or something, I would like to make the trigger guard OD green too, but I really hate that they keep doing that with these lowers. I wish they would just leave it like a traditional lower, but it is what it is. So yeah, so this is a 45 one. It does have an extra roll pin, which I'm not sure what it's for or what part it's supposed to go on. I don't know why they gave it to me, but it is what it is, I guess. So yeah, other than that, that's it. It was supposed to be a blem and also a tinkerer's. I guess, you know, they say you may have to tinker with it to get it to function properly, which I don't really understand how that's going to work. I mean, to me, it seems like it's just there's nothing really wrong with it, but I don't know why you'd have to tinker to get it to work right, but what do I know? So got it on a good deal, like 50 bucks. I think it's like $49.99 or something for it. And it was a blem and also a tinker. So, but that's it for that. So I'm thinking about doing an 8-inch barrel on it. And I'm thinking, because I haven't used one yet for the brace, I'm going to do the SB5, because I already, on the other ones, I got the SB3 and the SB4 braces on my other AR pistols. So I've never used the 5 version, the newer version, so I think I'm going to go that route with this one. And again, I'm not sure in the color. It's not going to be black. I'm probably going to end up doing OD green again. If they made it with, if I could find the parts in gray, I kind of want to do the gray. That way it'd be a little bit different, and then it'll kind of contrast the black. It'll look cool, I think. So I'm not sure. So it's either going to be OD green, or if I could find the stuff gray. Again, I don't hate flat dark earth. I just, yeah, I just don't want to do flat dark earth. But that's that. So yeah, so I'm thinking 8-inch barrel. Handguard, I'm looking, because I want to try to do the kind of integral suppressor look, kind of. So since I do have a suppressor for this, I kind of want to find a handguard, which I found it's by Hunt, I believe. Not like some real high-end handguard, but it's a free float that is a bigger opening. So because my Yankee Hill machine R45 suppressor is kind of big in diameter, so that will fit inside that handguard. So it's kind of hard finding a handguard that the inside diameter will accommodate my suppressor. So I'm thinking about doing that handguard that will make it look like an integral suppressor, which it kind of would be, that look. So that's what I'm planning on doing. Muzzle brake is going to be a little hard, trying to find a muzzle brake that will work with that. I do have something that I probably could do to make it work, but from there, you know, we'll figure it out later. So that's kind of the idea, and of course some sort of Magpul pistol grip, either like in flat dark or OD green, or if I can find the gray again. So the other thing I bought from Palmetto was this R&D Precision 45 bolt carrier group. Of course, it's a blowback bolt carrier group, so it doesn't have no gas system. So it's like a park race type finish. I don't know much about the company and the quality of their stuff. I really don't know. I mean, it seems okay. I mean, for 30 bucks, it wasn't bad, honestly. But so 45 ACP marked right here. It's kind of hard to see it, but it's stamped in here. So yeah, so got the bolt carrier group for like 30 bucks and the lower for like 50. So not too bad. And then today, what I got in the mail was from another company. I forget the name of it. KMT Tactical, or KM Tactical is what I believe it's called. Never bought from them before, but I ended up getting a lot of stuff from them for the build. So I don't know much about the quality of their stuff, but you know, everything seems pretty good, I guess. Let me try to carefully open this without scratching anything. So this, okay, so this is the upper receiver. So hopefully the finish matches the Palmetto. And I don't remember all the brands of the parts, so hopefully it might be in the paperwork. So here is the upper. It actually looks pretty nice. So this is a billet upper, and it's so it's made for pistol caliber carbine. So it's got the wider ejection port. So no dust cover, nothing. Just a milled-in type of a brass catcher or deflector. I mean, other than that, I mean, really nice finish and everything. So I don't know how well. So it doesn't 100% match. So that's kind of unfortunate. So this is more like a flatter color than this, and a little bit darker, and this is kind of more like a, I don't know, like this is more like a darker bluish, and this is more like a gray, but obviously it's not blued. But so unfortunately it doesn't really look too good together, but doesn't look 100% same color, which kind of sucks. But that's what happens when you get two different manufacturers. But you know what? Oh well. It's just the AR. It's not like it's some really high-end weapon, or I should say, you know, like a nice Benelli or something. So the other thing I got was, it was a kind of a combo deal. So I got a castle nut, the spring, came with the end plate, which I'm probably not going to end up using. I usually go with like a single point QD mount, so I might go with the Bravo company again, because I kind of get that locally for like 20 bucks. And it came with a, I believe, yeah, 6-position mil spec buffer tube. So buffer tube looks pretty decent. Pretty inexpensive, you know, for everything. I think it wasn't that bad. All right, so that's it for that. And then in this one, I got charging handle, and here's a buffer. It's actually supposed to be a pistol caliber carbine buffer, so it's like a heavier weighted buffer. I think like a 8.3 or 8.5, something like that. It might be in the paperwork. So seems pretty nice quality. And I got like the lower parts kit. So I got the trigger, hammer, disconnector, the springs, stuff like that, all the small little detents, trigger pins. So I got the selector switch. Comes with the trigger guard, which obviously not going to be used, so not even going to put that near. I don't need it. Of course, the detent and buffer spring for the buffer tube assembly. And then the bolt catch, which I'm not sure if I can use it, since I know these don't normally, you're not able to use the last round bolt hole open feature, but I think it still might get installed. And then your 2 pivot pins here, and then your mag catch and spring and all that, which again won't be used. So that's off to the side for extra parts, since, you know, it uses, sorry for bumping the camera, but it uses this style. So and last is, I believe this is the trigger screw and everything for the trigger, or not the trigger, the pistol grip assembly, which might not need it, because usually when you buy the Magpul trigger or pistol grips, they come with them, I think. And the last thing was this really nice, for the money, I think it was maybe 20 something bucks. It was under 30, I think, but a budget charging handle, you know, for both sides, you know, ambidextrous. So you know, just like even on their website, it says why pay more, you know, because, you know, most of these are usually $80 or more for a ambidextrous charging handle. It's maybe not as smooth, but I mean, screw it. I mean, it's kind of cool. So that was like, I think 20 something bucks, 26 or so bucks, I think. So that's what I ended up getting. So a lot of the lower part stuff, so I could probably put the lower assembly together. Yeah, so the upper receiver was 48 bucks. The lower parts kit minus the grip was $32.99. The ambidextrous charging handle was $24.99. So yeah, pretty cheap. And the buffer tube set, that's $23. You know, that's the spring, you know, the castle nut, all that, I think. Okay, so here's the spring. And then the 8-ounce buffer was $24.99. So yeah, but I pretty much got a lot of this stuff. The only thing I really need is the barrel muzzle device of whatever I'm going to go with. Handguard assembly, pistol grip, the brace, and then obviously sights and stuff like that, and it should be pretty much ready to go. So that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to comment, and thanks for watching. And as I get some updates on it or whatever, I'll sure to make a video on it. So thanks for watching. Have a good one.